Hi, everyone. It is day 18, and today's mantra is imagination. Imagination is really amazing because whether it's a new song or a physics theory, an observation, a discovery, whatever it is, it's like magic, really, right? I mean, it's interesting because it's the the thing that has to be done to create the setting for which imagination to pour through requires actually that kind of exercise and discipline that we talked about early on in week one. For instance, I'm a writer and I have never had really writer's block except for when I was much younger and I had a very insular life, and all that I was thinking about or writing about were the same thing that I kept doing over and over and over again. Once I had other experiences and put myself into other circles beyond that small, rather limited sphere, no more writer's block. As I blended in a strong meditation practice, no more writer's block, right? In fact, I joke about it because I'll say, like, look, if I have speaking engagement, oftentimes I'll find out what it is that they would like for me to speak to. And then I'll write down three things that I think are important to convey, and then I go to sleep and I keep my phone handy. With in airplane mode, so it's not the electricity. Keep my phone handy, and in the middle of the night, the speech comes in a download, and I just speak into the phone on my notes memo. Of course, it's going to have Siri will translate a few things, and I'll have to correct it a little bit, but it's basically gets written while I sleep, and that's the way I write a lot of my blogs, a lot of my, but it requires a lot of research, right? The writing comes after the research. Um, and that's what I would say is that if you are tapping into or trying to tap into imagination and you haven't done it much before, then all of the things that we're talking about, getting out into nature, going on nature walks, making it a point to see the things in your life that are beautiful, making it a point to treasure the people that you really are grateful for, knowing what you're grateful for and acknowledging that and paying attention to that. All of these things are starting to create a greater imagination for you. I would also say, and do this today, go on a walk and, no electronic devices, just looking. Look and observe three things that are out of the ordinary. You're going to be amazed what you might see if you do this, and write them down in your journal. Now, when I was, trying to break out of writer's block early on, when I had that kind of insulated world, um, I read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and she said to do that every day. And I found that to be extremely helpful. She has other exercises as well. So if you really are strapped and you can't tap into your imagination, then use some of these other tools. But playing the fire ritual, that's a game to help tap into imagination. Playing the financial freedom game, that is all about imagination, right? It's actually an exercise that forces you to have imagination and to imagine what life would be like if you had no money, no money limitations at all. So yeah, so that's your task for today, and I will see you tomorrow.